Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 3rd of March 1971, which means we've come through another winter. It had a couple of moments, is probably the best way to describe it. And you can see our population is now 28,585. We got a few problems with health, but that's mainly related to the fact we've still got too many people currently in our labour camps, and we do need to fix that. But of course, we can't do that until we've actually got new accommodation. And what I want to do in this part is focus a little bit more on some of the detail, because of course in the last part we were laying down grand plans, and I say this in this part I want a bit of a change of pace, and I also want to do a bit more planning up in the north. But before that, a bit of an update of where we are. We've now got our new hotel here, which people have just started to move into. I think we've got a bit of a labour problem here as well, because if I click on a couple of the buildings here, it says 26 workers without jobs there. I'm not exactly sure why they haven't got jobs. I think it's because these maybe can they get to? Yeah, they can get to there. One thing I have got is the nursery is full up. So what we might need to do is put another nursery in here, because I may want to expand the actual population here a little bit, just to make sure that we get the maximum number of workers into the hotels. So I think what we'll do is we'll just drop down a kindergarten over here. I think we can just keep in trend with the situation here. We'll just we'll just put in what's this here. This is another 216. And this building looks very much like the same as before. Just make sure you get there. Are you on auto detect? No, we're just still manually working on these guys. So we'll get a kindergarten in there. We've still got a few more attractions to build here, which needs a little bit more work. But beyond that, things are going okay. Now, one thing I have brought in, which I do want to set up from the beginning, is I've bought another tanker, which means this is the reason why we've lost a little bit of money. And this tanker's got the capacity of 450. And what I want to do is come here. You're going to pick up bitumen, and you're going to bring it up to here. Where's the port? Pumping station here. And I think what I want to do is I don't want to pick up a full 100%. I want to pick up about 60%, because our bitumen tank here has only got 300 tons. Now I was looking at this pipeline which I've planned here just before I started, and I think I've got a bit of a problem. If I come into here, let's go underground again. Yeah, there's some infrastructure in the way, but I was also looking at this, and this is too far away from here. So what I'm going to need to do is actually try and fix this, and we're going to try it with an underground pumping station. And what I'm hoping is if I can put a pumping station about here, and then we'll put an underground pipe from there to there. And then what I've got is this pipe over here goes to there, and then we've only got the one connection here, haven't we? I think what we'll do is we're going to build in this load connections here first, and then what I'm going to do then is connect from here to here. So what that will mean is we'll have pipe connections from two different directions. So I just want to, I think this has already been auto detected. Go underneath, think I need to allocate. Whoops. For this is built, so we need that built, that built, that built, and that built. And I think we'll just use the local guys to do this. I think the helicopter crews, no, the helicopter crews still hanging around, so I think we can use them to. Because this is quite important, because if I can get this built, and what it would mean is that we can then get everything kind of set up in this area. Is there another? No construction office assigned. I just. Why is that not? That's the sign, but the helicopter crew isn't assigned to it. That's okay, because this can get built over time. Then what that will mean is that I will no longer have to worry about the bitumen plant over here. And we can just supply the fuel into this area here. Now, while we're up here, just one thing I want to do over here is our road crew is right down over there. And I think it's time to bring the road crew up to here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go for a full-size road crew, because these guys are going to have to spend a lot of time building things. So we're going to get you there. And then we're just going to hook up the road crew. Where are you? Just make sure that you pick up these jobs. And you can build this area into here. And make sure, yeah, you picked that up already. That's good. And then what we'll do is once this is built, we'll move up the road crew, because that means they'll be right next to the asphalt and gravel. And eventually what we'll be doing is pushing out this way to start bringing these towns into place. What have we got here? Electricity problem. I've had a bit of a fluctuating electricity problem. We don't have. Power plant should be working. Yeah, I think we've got a little bit of a fluctuating power supply, which could be a little bit of a problem. But I'm not going to worry too much about it. Right, we do need to turn this guy loose. And I mean, he won't do much while we're building that pipe work up, but it's something that I can then not worry about. And I've got enough other things to worry about. This town here is still kind of trundling through. And you can see we're still building pipelines. We're getting close to actually finishing off our tram lines. So you can see we've got this area here done right around to here. And so we've got 2 more sections to finish here. Then we got the actual tram lines laid, which gives us the road here. And then what we need to do is build in this area here and get that done. One thing I did forget to put in here was a hospital. So we've now got a hospital here, which can come in and build. And I think we're slowly getting to the point where we could get people moving in, even if we still have to leave some in the labour camp down here. Now, what I want to do if there's time is to come back and lay in the water supply, because of course in the last part we put these irrigated fields in here. So we're going to need to put, and what I'm going to do is put a water plant over here. But the other thing I'm also considering is the fact that because we're going to have the clothing factories up here, and we won't have any what you could call population up here. I am thinking about possibly putting a fire station about here. What's going on? Oh no, it's just the. Okay, we'll come back to the water supply and there. So I'll come up here because there's. What I've done is we've got the brick factory here now finished, so I'm going to open up for a few workers here. But the problem I've got is that to get this up and running, we need more workers here, and the only way I can think is to expand this labour camp a little bit. But to do that, I'm going to need to improve some of the services here, simply because, well, there's not enough capacity. So what I'm thinking to do is put a shop in here, but I want it done on the cheap, because I don't really want to spend a lot of money on. We've got a Tudor market here. How much work we got? 10. This will fit, serve 160 people. What else have we got here? We've got a 5-story. I mean, this just needs boards and gravel. So what I want to do is just drop in a Tudor market there. Okay, just get the. And then the other thing that's causing a few problems, and I think just see if it will show up, is the health situation. Well, it's not that bad here actually. But what I'd like to do is I'm going to take out this mud road here. And I want to put a clinic in, or hospital, because I don't think the hospital coverage is here. Medical office here. No, I want something that's got at least one vehicle in it. Oh, we've got a small 1950s clinic here. We could put that in just here. What else have we got? I do want something that's got. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. No, I don't want to spend too much money on this, because there's a chance we will probably knock it down. Although I am half considering possibly keeping this as a got parking for 4 vehicles. I think we can just drop you in there. And I think if we can get, we'll go for a gravel road there. Use the helicopters to that. So if we get a shop in here and actually, I think we're, no. Go on that. It's a bit stupid. I think we're put you there. Get the helicopter crews on that as well. Yeah, we'll actually build these. You come there. We should be able to get that. No construction office assigned. What's that going on here? Get that built. See if we've got. So starting to produce a few bricks here. I'm still going to carry on importing bricks just for the moment until this starts to get some momentum, because 6 tons of bricks is not going to help too much. Now, up over here, I've been thinking about this area, and by a kind of fortuitous coincidence, Nova's produced a new mod which really intrigues me. And it's actually a new residential mod, and it's called a town centre, and I think it can hold up to, oh, this is 500 workers. You can only have one of these, and I thought it'd be quite nice to kind of put it up here as the centre of a new village which will supply the workers to the iron ore processing. So what we're going to do is have this up here. I'm just going to put this down as a marker. You can see it's, well, Okay, it's completely free. Wow. I thought I had to build it, but that's pretty awesome. That detail. So this is going to be the center of our thing. Unemployment is too high, yeah. Oh, don't tell me people are moving in. No, 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 no. Don't move in. Sorry, you guys are just going to have to pay the price. I say that's some very, very nice detail on this. But I just wanted to drop that down just to show it to you. And as I say, what we'll be doing is building a bigger village with all the services around this. And then what that will do is provide the workers to this area here. So we'll come back to that. We probably won't do anything with it in this episode. We've got no workers. Haha. So our brick factory is a little bit erratic at the moment. In fact, I think what I might do is, do I have a free, what we call it, truck? We've got a free open hole, and I think what I'll do is to keep it relatively easy at the moment is you can come up here, because this is a bit intermittent. What we'll do is you can do it. Bricks wait until loaded. I don't want you running backwards and forwards with tiny amounts of bricks. And then what you can do is come here and then wait until unloaded bricks there. So what that would mean is that he would go up, pick up some bricks, come back to here if necessary, and then drop them off. And so that means we'll get a little bit of a subsidy towards bricks over time. Now, the next thing I want to show you is that we're getting very close to getting our rail construction, what we call it, going. But we need steel. We've got prefabs. We've got some gravel. In fact, I think we've got full load of gravel here. One thing that's missing is the what we call it, the steel, and I'm not sure who that's. This guy is exporting, so we don't need to worry too much about that. This guy is North Camp Close. What's he doing? He's kind of a little bit out the way. Why is he delivering clothes and that to the prison? That seems a little bit redundant. I feel that we really need another distribution office down here. You're doing all the food and alcohol. Yeah, I think what we're going to need to do is put in another distribution office here so that we can move that other one down. If we put one here, actually we can put you here. Get the road crew on that. Get you picked it up, not yet, but we'll allocate it. So I need to fix that because at the moment I'm wasting distance coming to here. And what I could do, got this distribution office here. Trying to think what we got here. Well, we got an empty one here. That's the one I was looking for. What I'm going to do is we're just going to get a couple of open holes. We're going to have to import the steel for a little while. What we got here, 80 kilometers an hour. Going to get a couple of those bring them in here, and then we can get some steel. Now the next thing we're going to need to do is actually get the what we call it in the disassembled. We're going to get this. Of course, with this we can't tell. Let me just have a look. Track builder, which is the better of the two? This is 12. This is 10. So the MU69 is the better of the two. Not that there's much in it, but we're going to buy one of those. And of course, it let the game run. Right, we're going to need an open trailer for one of those. So what I can do, I really need a gas station up here as well. What I've done is I've started the process of actually asphalting in these roads. You go to there. Moment. You go to the custom shed. Pick up steel. Oh, we got fire. Let me see, and then we can drop off here. How much steel? We got 75 tons. So at the moment we'll start with 30%. Right. Your job is going to be to go in there, pick up you, and you off there. Then go back to. Oops, no. Sorry. So you pick up that. Next thing we need to do is sort out the. I want you going that way because we want the connection to the border first, so that we can actually get in the a better track layer. So let's get that done. Ooh. So what else have I got to do? I think we've now got a lot of the stuff here sorted out, but we've got a bit of a deficit of trees here. I'll just get this all filled in. And we've got the traffic jam. Where's the traffic jam? Probably don't need all these trucks anymore. What's going on here? Oh, because they're taking the coal from here straight away. So I don't probably feel that I probably don't need all these trucks, but yeah, I think this is the problem we've got, is that we got this kind of filling up. Yeah, they're kind of getting there, but this is the reason why I need more workforce out here to try and get this done, so that we can get this area. Oh, new vehicle type. We can get a jet aircraft. Okay, so I think we've got everything up here that we need. I just want to check yeah, we need more people here, but would I put a house in here, or a couple of houses in here? We got a footpath there. Let me just see. Mod residential. Say for example, I put in. I want something with better quality. Maybe if I put in one. I mean, they're both in range, so I mean, they won't get to there. That's the point. Will you... It won't go over to there, but it will provide the workers to this area, so the shop and all that there. Let me just see if I can get one in here. Yeah, we can just tuck you in here. Like that. Just hook up you there. Yeah, and we improve the road infrastructure here. We'll be able to get this here. So I think we're going to get some better road infrastructure in here as well. So just that. Oops, no. Reshape this. Of course, if I start building this up, I'm going to have a problem with this, but we can always move this heating plant should it become necessary. I just need to get more population in here to get this more working more efficiently. So I think that's something we're going to need to live with. Right, come back down to here. I just want to check what's going on here. Right, we need to make sure that is on the radar. That gets built. Oh, that's not finished, but that's not important. I think we're quite adequately delivering people to there. Unable to get electronics. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. What am I building there? Absolutely no idea what I'm building there. I have to come back when it's finished. Now, while we're here, the next thing I want to look at, I was kind of thinking about this, because we are pushing this line out here, but at the same time, this line is, we're going to need to get the branch line sorted out for this area. And the other thing is, if you watch the previous video, you'll be aware that I was talking about bringing iron ore down into this area and possibly coal ore. So what I'm thinking is we need a grain distribution office, and I think maybe if we could put one about, yeah, I mean this is quite a nice flattish area. So say for argument's sake, if I put that there, and we can extend that gravel road. I think eventually we're going to need to start working on putting the gravel road there. And then we're off about like that. Yeah. Why am I going full bore? I want to go to full bore just at the moment. That's not connected. Of course, I've got to put the back connector in like that. And then if we, how far am I away? We're quite some distance away. So what, I think, is it 153 meters, I think. So that's 188. Actually, I've just had a thought. Because, of course, in the last part, I was talking about the power transformers. I think what we will do, we're actually going to use the modded version here. If I can get it in. Maybe we'll just put a power transformer here. Like that. And then you can come into there. Like that. think we're I mean, eventually we will have to upgrade this to asphalt. So we've now got a distribution office here. Now, the next thing I want to think about is we're probably going to, where are we going to put the steel mill? Kind of thinking another port here. Because we could deliver, or we could deliver food and clothes by ship, but then again we're going to have a nice strong rail link as well. So we're going to need some form of connection up here that will allow us to put this. Happiness is too low. Yeah, but can you move out? I can't move you out, so sorry, you're just going to have to leave. Wonder that's finished. I do wonder whether this, I just want to check the railway. So oops, wrong place. Let me just check my track layer over here. What we got? Down to 3 jobs. In theory, that's been laid, so that's been done. We're now laying track into there, and we're laying the track out this way. So the problem, or the missing bits of track, are actually over here. Oops, where is it? Right, you're laying the track there. And what I want is this back curve. That's on the same back curve. I think what we're going to have to do is build that out first. So we're going to just let them get stuck into that. Okay, back to where are we going to put the steel mill? When we got a flat area there. And what we'll probably do is put the town about here. We've got the road connection going over that way. So we're probably thinking steel mill here or here. Which means we need to bring in the what we call it, the iron from this side. Then eventually we're bringing coal down from this side. So we're kind of, I think let's have a look at this here. We can't put this down unless it goes green. I think if we put this about here, actually if we put it, like it, I mean if push comes to shove I can always just build a temporary office up here. Now what I want here, because we're going to need to control the amount, so we need a direct connection to the, between the, to be that way around. Yeah, we're going to need a direct connection from the unloading to the store. And the reason for that is that the distribution office needs to know what is actually done. In fact, I'm going to be very tempted just to leave space for 2. So we now got that there. And what we're going to have to do is now come off of here. Kind of come out like that. We're going to come out a little bit further because we will have reasonably long trains here, so come out a bit further like that. Yeah, stop telling me about a traffic jam that I'm not interested in, game. We need to stay reasonably some distance away from this. We need about 200 meters. So we're talking about coming off about there. So we're gonna have to be a little bit messy. Although technically we don't need to worry too much about this. And this can come up like that into there. And then we'll just accept this. Turn that off so we can see it. So what we've got now is the iron trains can come in here, deliver this, and deliver it to this. And then we'll use conveyors to send whatever we need to send to the steel mill. Now what we need to do is something similar up here. So we're going to need to see if we can get an aggregate unloading here. This is not good. Oh, we've got potential there. Or we could come off on this side, but we're not going to. I think it might be easier to come off on this side, but we're actually going to need to do some leveling here, aren't we? Okay, so all we can do is lay in the track. Or create the spur for the track. Again, we've got this junction here. So I need to come up from here about okay. Kind of thinking just above this junction here. Of course, this one's going to need a return curve so that the train can get back to the distribution office. And then we can come around there. Come in like that. Possibly. Yeah, I think if that comes in like that. Like that. I think that would be more than big enough. And I can adjust this. We just need to build these junctions in, and well, we'll build this in so that we can run the construction trains in here to build anything in this area. This can be built in before we actually move on. Now the only other thing we need is probably be a good point to take it off of here. We're going to need a rail spur to come in here to deliver food and clothes and other stuff into our town. Oh, I've got a power transformer there. Okay. Maybe I'm getting a little bit over the top with the power transformers. I think okay. I don't know. I don't think we can have. This could be a very busy line. Plus the fact is that we're going to have to go up this way. So we're going to need to send power up this way to be able to ensure that we get power to the coal mines. Right. That power transformer thingy is going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck. Last chance to buy it. We could come off on each side of it and have this in the center, because technically or we got plenty of space here, so I want it to be able to service both sides here. I don't really want to run the rail track into there. My instinct, we got the road here, we can always move the road. Actually, we could put it in here, couldn't we? So we got the rail connection here. So again, we're just going to measure how far is 100. we come off about there. In like that. And then we come up from about here. You can run there and run into there. Just this maybe round a little bit like that. Again, I'm not going to plan the station in yet. I just want to know where the rail spurs are going to be, so that we can get things there. The only other thing that we may need here is fuel. This occurred to me. Although we could bring fuel by ship, and that might be a better solution. We could ship the fuel down to here. Let me just see. We put a pumping harbour. No, I don't think we need that. Got the rail line coming from there. Now, any fuel from to here will come from the oil refinery up there. So I'm thinking what we can do is we've got this section here. Again, fuel trains can be a little bit, well, what we can do is if I put a fuel offloading, unloading rail. Say for argument's sake, I put it here in this corner. What we can do then is put it there. Run you to there, and we'll put the crossover about there. So that gives me the ability to deliver the food, clothes, electronics. This will give us fuel to this area, and we've got 2 drop-off points for aggregates as well. The only other possibility could be a drop-off for kind of materials for building, and because this is going to be a long way away, let me just think. It's getting complicated. I think because we've got this here. Oh, building's on fire. Where's that? This is high view. That's good. That's no problem with that. Let me just see. Let me think about this. We've got fuel. We'll use the platform over here. So as a drop off. Yeah, I think that will work. We'll run the railway into here, and we'll put a rail, what we call it, in here. A platform. Let's see if I can. So So we're gonna have to get a, what we call it out here as well, a road construction, free construction office. But worry about that. I'm just planning the rail track at the moment. When it's going to be a long time before we get anything built out here because I've got such a backlog of work. I just wanted to sort out the rail connections. In fact, I'm kind of thinking we might need helicopters to build that. Okay, I've kind of got a little bit more distracted than I originally intended. I just want to come back here. Okay. We've got that built there. What's this? What is that? Don't remember. The DDR Urania World Clock. Okay. I'll play. Okay, well, got no idea what that is either. Got an indoor hotel pool here. I just went a little bit over the top with respect to the facilities in this area, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. Just get that built here, because eventually this is going to be a tourist town. What I most likely will do is take all this down if I even ever use it, and then expand this a little bit more for tourist attractions. Okay, sport district. Why have I got a sport office there? Certainly get that built. Needs all bricks and boards. Right, I just want to check the fuel situation. This is the ship. What we got here? I don't feel that this ship is actually benefiting me now. So I think. Oh, I did change this, didn't I? So we're no longer exporting oil. What you have 450 tons of bitumen. I suppose we could export 450 tons of bitumen. Yeah, I think so, because if I cut, apologies for the up the map again. We've got this guy dropping off fuel. Just see if I can find this guy. Where are you? You've just arrived with 4.9 tons of bitumen. Bit waste of effort, isn't it? Oh, should wait until loaded. I think what we'll do is reduce you to 50. Yeah, bit of a mistake there. Not a major problem, because of course we're not really ready for this anyway, and we'll get the counter flow coming in from this direction. Right, let me just now go over and check the rail construction office and see if he's actually doing anything. Oh, he got no fuel. Oops. Bit of a fail there. Get these guys. Yeah, I set everything up except the fuel. Well, we can start with 30%. And of course we've got no workers, so we're gonna need to set up a, right, what's the work? We've got plenty of workers here. So we're gonna need a couple of buses. You can get rid of you. To where's that depot? Yeah, go there. Right, we need a couple of buses. Right, I think we're going to go for a couple of reasonably small ones. We'll just get 2 of them. Get that working. We've now got this road here, which I'm going to start. I think that's the residual there. So build in this service road here. They get this going. Speed this up so we can get the buses in here. And of course they can't get to there. Citizens' happiness is too low. Yeah. Yeah, I want to build this in as a service road, and then eventually what I'll do is replace some of this and update it, because it's all really a little bit in the wrong place. Like these guys here, I mean, I don't they're not doing anything at the moment because of the overload with the coal. So okay, just this guy up. You're going to come in here, you're going to pick up workers, and you're going to put up to there, and then we're here. You're going to go there, pick up the line spacing. Oops. So we'll get let's say this isn't exactly high priority. It's just I just want to get this underway so that we get a little bit of momentum. Building on fire. High view again. Traffic jam. Yeah, I think I need to sort those trucks out, but I think that will be something for off camera. There's no traffic through here, so well, not much traffic through here, so I think I'd like to get that done. And again, just want to press in our I do want to upgrade this area, make it a little bit more up front. Let me just flip back up to here. Right, we're building in these areas, so this shop will come online. Are you covering the whole area? Yeah, except for that one over there. But then if this is built, that should cover that bit there. I mean, I'm probably not going to close down the small stores. We're just going to add these stores here. I really do need a name for here. Yeah, we're kind of... This is not being very efficient. These guys, how's the... Yeah, we're not... Not really growing the over 21s at the moment, which is a little bit of a cause for concern. We might need an orphanage, actually, come to think of it. I haven't really checked the situation with the orphanages at the moment. 10 workers without a job, place of spirituality. I'm wondering, we don't have an orphanage up here. We've still got quite a lot of people here. Yes, maybe we can put an orphanage in. Put that bit in just there. Yeah, I think we're going to go with an orphanage up here as well to get you built. Again, it's not super high priority, but we'll get this built through. And I think we're just path connection there. Oops. So substandard education here. Actually, I haven't looked at the loyalty for a little while. Got 65% loyalty at the moment, which is good. Quick look, see if we've actually got any workers into here. And we've now got our little chopper train going off towards the border. and he can make the border connections. Right, we've now got this depot, which means that we can move up, move you to there, there. What that means is I can remove this free road depot here and tidy that bit up a bit. Actually, we could put a gas station here, because this is close to the border. Trouble is, we got no power out here. But what I could do is we can replace this with a gas station, like that. Yeah, I think this will work. And then, because this is only going to be servicing a single there, what we can do is just put in a small, put you in there like that. I mean, there will be risk associated with this, in the sense that if it catches any fire out here, will burn the place down. Just, yeah, that's all being picked up. So we'll work on this area here, get a gas station here, and then I think that will work out a little bit better. Probably could do with these. We probably need a good technical services up here as well, because we got this, but this isn't snow plows, although technically whoops, this is really in the wrong place because it's got water trucks which we're not using. So what we could do is, I think what we got here, I think we can start off you. I'm probably going to sell you all off. I think this is ice. They're all pretty old. So I need to keep the road clear to the border. So I mean, that one's not too bad. Maybe we'll just leave you. That will you as well. We'll just leave the one water truck there just in case. And then what we'll do is, I want some snow plows. Speed 9. Plowing speed. Year 43. Year 55. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those in there. And what that should do is make this a little bit more efficient, because they can keep this whole area free of snow during the winter, right? Okay guys, I'm running out of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick spot check on what's going on over here. So yeah, this is kind of working, but it's going to take a little while. We've got our tiny little bit of bitumen in there, but that's not a problem. We've now finished this dock here, but it's got no power supply. I don't think that really makes a difference. Goes without saying that is just no. Yeah, it's, look at that. It's just a smidge. To be honest, if this is power supply needs a power supply, we'll just put a wind turbine here. We're actually so we're getting across the river as well. That's going to be good, because I do want to start building this area up as well. And just to check, see what's going on, just to wind the video up, just take a quick look. So we've now completed our tram track round here. And we've now starting to pull together some of these components. We certainly need that built. But we've still got a lot of work to do in this area. Simply because we need the heating plant work. In fact, sort of thinking about the heating plant. Okay. We just that's finished. That's finished. That means that if I look into this, okay, we need this built. So that we can get this. So we've now got the ability to send workers to these 2 points here, which is good. I still didn't get around to planning the water supply up here, but it's not that big a problem. And we're just, let me just take a look at the orphanage up here. Because I've got to be a bit careful because I think I switched off the notifications for orphanages. Yeah, so that's the reason why our birth rate is going that way. I'm a bit worried about the fact that we're losing population. Let me just... It's 87, that's 86%. That's 92%. This is 85, 86, 92%. Just go over to here. This is 87%. That's not bad. See how bad the happiness is in here. Quite low. 83, 84, 85%. Yeah. I think it's probably health that's causing the problem. See what this is 91, 92%. Just do a quick health check. That is 90%. So we've got a weakness somewhere. Let me just see. Oops. That's 90%. How's the? That's 90%. It looks like we may have a health problem. Yeah, it looks like we've probably got a health problem here. And it's probably to do with pollution, I can almost guarantee it. Yeah, because our industries are working so hard. So it's this area that's got the health problems. Right, just check, just to finish off. 89%. This is, yeah, it's the problem here is the fact that because we're pushing the industry so hard here, we've got pollution. But I think if because that's probably then causing, yeah, we're getting regular escapees, which means we're losing population. Just to check the prisons. Yeah, the prisons are good. I don't know what the crime rate is. Let's have a quick look. Getting a little bit of crime building up, but nothing major. One thing we do need to check is our courthouse. Something I haven't looked at for a very long time. If I can find it. It's, I think the only courthouse we've got is in here. That might be an issue. Courthouse. There we are. Well, it says it's not overloaded, but I think we may need. Let me just check. Did I put a courthouse up here? No. So we're going to need to think about a courthouse, but that would be the subject of the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.